This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson. Jeff Andrulonis is off this week. Topping the 6 o'clock news tonight, the murder of the U.S. ambassador to Libya is still the forefront of the national media. The U.S. Embassy in Libya was firebombed after a slew of protests that were set off after a low-budget film called Innocence of Muslims premiered. The film was made by an individual Egyptian American, which portrays Islam's prophet Muhammad as a fraud, a womanizer, and a child molester. A 14-minute excerpt of the film, which is both in English and dubbed into Arabic, have been available on YouTube. Although some countries have cut access to the site, the White House has released a statement that says that they have reached out to Google to see if they would remove the clip from YouTube. Congressman Tom Reed felt that blaming the death of the ambassador on a film is wrong.
And when I watched the White House take the official position that this Middle East unrest is all about a movie, to me that's very dangerous and troublesome. When you look at what happened in Libya, when you look at what's going on in Egypt, obviously there's a strong anti-American philosophy that's taken to the streets there. And to try to say this is all related to a movie, I think is just pathetic.
In a response to today's report from the president on the effects of sequestration, which are the automatic cuts set to take place on January 2nd due to Congress's failed attempt to come to an agreement on a $1.2 trillion worth of cuts required by the Budget Control Act of 2011, Democrat candidate for Congress Nate Shinagawa spoke about the threat of a failed agreement between the Congress, Senate, and the White House. Shinagawa specifically he specifically attacked Congressman Reed, saying that Reed fails to see the harmful effects that these cuts will have on working families. Congressman Tom Reed also shared his opinion on the president's policies of stimulus with WVTT.
The Federal Reserve now is consistent with the president's policy, and the policy is stimulus, which we're seeing reflected at the gas pump and we're seeing reflected in food costs. To me, is a dangerous policy for America, and I reject it. And I'm not saying the president's directing the Federal Reserve, but I'm saying the Federal Reserve is consistent with the president's policies, and those policies are failing.
Tom Reed was also in Salamanca this weekend and joined hundreds at a cystic fibrosis charity walk in the city of Salamanca. More than 100 members of the St. Bonaventure Athletic Department, including several teams, participated in the 7th annual Great Strides Taking Steps to Cure Cystic Fibrosis walk on Saturday morning. It raised more than $5,000 for cystic fibrosis research. Among the participants, members of the men's and women's basketball teams, men's and women's swimming and diving teams, and women's soccer team, along with many community members. One of the event organizers, Darren Fisk, said he set a goal of $5,000, which he says was well surpassed during Saturday's event. A final total is not yet known, as donations are still being tallied. A park dedication over the weekend for a former City of Olean alderman. WVTT's Derek Smith has that story.
It was a chilly Saturday morning, but the temperature didn't stop the friends and family of former Olean alderman Ray Wangelin from paying their respects. Ray served on the Olean Common Council meeting for 7 years before he died April 2010 from complications of a stroke. Alderman Tina Camry, sitting in his seat now, says Ray will always be remembered for allowing the citizens of Olean to voice their opinions.
They called him. It didn't matter if they lived in his ward or not. If you had a problem and you called Ray, he would listen to you, and he would try and help you.
One of Ray's daughters, Tracy Wangelin, got the chance to speak herself, thanking the city of Olean for continuing the legacy of her father.
It means more to all of us than we can ever convey to you, so thank you. And thank you, Olean, for allowing my dad's legacy to live on. In honor of Ray Wangelin, a memorial service was held at Mignano Park Saturday morning, where the citizens from Olean donated over $1,100 for a granite park bench that says, "In the memory of Ray Wangelin," and it'll sit there for a very long time. Derek Smith at Mignano Park, WVTT.
Another dedication ceremony was held today to present the renovated 150-year-old Temple Beth, the Jewish cemetery on West Washington Street in Bradford. Restoration has been done on the storm wall up front as well as the iron fence and gate. The timing of the dedication coincides with the Jewish holiday, Rosh Hashanah, that began last night. The festival of Rosh Hashanah is the beginning of the Jewish New Year. The final phase of the restoration project will continue for the next few years with work on headstones that have been damaged over time. There are currently 509 burial plots at the cemetery. New York Governor Cuomo released a statement yesterday that reads, "Many New Yorkers will gather with friends and family to celebrate Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. This is a joyous occasion, but also a time to reflect on the year that has passed and focus on new beginnings. During this holy period for many New York residents, we once again celebrate the diversity, the strengths, and energize our state and rebuild our efforts to work together to create a better future for all." As we're all getting into the spirit of the season, we're also at risk of getting sick from the season. With cooler temperatures on the horizon, it's very important to get your flu vaccination so that you're not under the weather. It's not too soon to get a flu shot. The Cattaraugus County Health Department has received thousands of doses of the vaccine, and over the next few weeks, they will be available at flu shot clinics across the county. The health department will charge everyone $20 for the vaccine and will bill your insurance company. The first flu shot clinic just wrapped up today at the Cattaraugus County office building. It ran from 2 to 6 p.m. Rite Aid and CVS are also offering free flu shots. If you want to know if you're eligible to have a free flu shot, talk to your local pharmacist and see if your healthcare provider will allow you to get a free flu shot. Pharmacists say that it's important to get vaccinated as soon as possible because the flu season is so unpredictable. WVTT's Asha Masala got an exclusive interview with a local CVS pharmacist, Joshua Dinda, who says that going to CVS for your flu shot is inexpensive and an easy way to protect yourself from getting sick.
It's something that they can do sort of on the fly without making a doctor's appointment, without waiting until it's perhaps in stock or out of stock with a county or their primary care physician. Something that's in stock here, and it's just, like I said, it's a convenience factor. It's easy, and you can get it done right now without waiting deeper into the flu season. It usually takes 10 to 15 minutes to get the paperwork and the billing set up, the administration, and from there they're on their way. It will take probably about 2 weeks for full immunity to develop, so it's important to get it done as soon as possible. That's one of the reasons this year they're available a little bit sooner than in the past. Now that they're out there, it's a good idea to get it done as soon as possible.
The safety of a Ulysses Township family who escaped from an early Sunday morning house fire is being credited to the family pet. The barking dog woke Tanya Stillwell and her 4 children around 1:30 Sunday morning to find a fire burning in their one-story home on Turton Lane. All 5 were treated for smoke inhalation. Unfortunately, the dog died in the blaze. The home was a total loss and the cause ruled accidental. An initial investigation traced the cause to a faulty flue from the stove through the wall. Well, today is opening day for the William O. Smith Recreation Center ice skating rink. WTT's Derek Smith went down to the rec center to get some more information.
First, it was the blacktop for activities for kids. Now at the William O. Smith Recreational Center, the ice skating rink is now open. But how did they turn it from a basketball court into an ice skating rink in just 2 weeks?
We put a sport court down for basketball, which we have to tear down at the end of the basketball season. And then we have to chill the floor to about 20 to 22 degrees to make sure the ice will freeze. We lay a thin layer of ice, about 1/4 of an inch, and then we paint the ice with special ice paint, and that's why you see this nice bright color of white. And then there's specific lines for hockey that we have to install, and this is all a 2-week process.
That's right, as you can see here, the William O. Smith Recreation Center has opened up the ice skating rink for the year. And for the first time ever, they are using logos that are centered on the rink. The first logos ever in the rink's existence. As you can tell, it is cold in here, starting Tuesdays and Thursdays, according to this schedule right here that you can get up to the front. From 3:30 to 5, the Recreational Center is offering an after-school skate special. $150 per student and $1 for skate rental. Also, beginner and novice men's leagues are on Friday nights starting at 8 o'clock, expanding from 4 teams to 6 teams. They are looking for players, so if you haven't played before, but you are looking to learn, here is your opportunity. And who knows, you might even see myself out here, or any of the members from the crew from WVTT out here playing. I doubt they can skate better than me. I was also just informed I'm the second skater to skate on the ice this year. Pretty exciting stuff. So come on out. It's $2 for children, $4 for adults. Skate rentals are only $2. It's a lot of fun. I just might not make it back to the office today. I'm Derek Smith, not to be mistaken for the ex-Buffalo hockey star, even though I appear to be with my awesome skating skills, here at the William O. Smith's ice skating rink, WVTT.
And who says work can't be fun? It looked like he was having a lot of fun out there. Stay tuned for more news. The World News Roundup is next. Keep it here on News Channel 25 WVTT.